The film begins. In a tent hanging on the side of a mountain in Norway, a woman named Sasha is using glue to fix the cuts on her fingers. When her husband Tommy wakes up, she quickly asks him to continue climbing. It's clear they are both experienced as they climb smoothly, only stopping to eat or celebrate small moments. As they get close to the top, Sasha slips, but the rope saves her. She gets frustrated and says she keeps failing at the same spot and feels like she'll be stuck there forever. Tommy calmly asks if he can help, but Sasha refuses and insists she can do it herself. She keeps trying again and again, but still fails. Seeing this, Tommy tells her to slow down and suggests they stop for the day because the weather is getting bad. But Sasha refuses, saying they are very close and she wants to reach the top today. Tommy gets angry and tells her they need to stop now and continue the climb the next day. In the tent, Tommy admits that he may not have many climbing trips left in him and feels that Sasha is being too careless. He says he loves her but wants to slow things down, warning that their luck won't last forever. Sasha gets annoyed and tells him to stop talking like that, even knocking his lucky compass away. Later, they decide to leave and come back after the storm passes. As the weather gets worse, they carefully start climbing down, staying close to the wall. Tommy tells Sasha to go down to a ledge first, but suddenly, large rocks begin to fall, and one of them hits Tommy, knocking him unconscious. He ends up hanging from the rope, and Sasha struggles to hold his weight while trying not to fall herself. She screams for him to wake up, but he doesn't respond. Slowly, she starts slipping too. Realizing she has no other choice, Sasha lets go of the rope. She holds onto the ledge and breaks down in tears as she watches Tommy fall to his death. 5 months later in Australia, Sasha is driving alone through the desert when her GPS stops working. So she takes out Tommy's compass and uses it to find the right direction. That night, she sets up camp near a cliff. Sitting there alone, she remembers everything Tommy had taught her, and the loneliness starts to hit her hard. The next day, Sasha reaches Wanderer National Park and stops at the reception to check some pamphlets. The ranger warns her not to go alone because people have been disappearing in the woods, but Sasha decides to go anyway and signs the required papers. After that, she goes to a gas station to buy supplies where two men start bothering her. She tries to ignore them, but they keep pushing and corner her at the counter. Just then, a man named Ben steps in and scares them off. As a thank you, Sasha buys some beef jerky that Ben sells at the store. In the parking lot, Sasha realizes her GPS still isn't working, so she asks Ben for directions to Grand Isle Narrows. Ben explains there are two options, an easy way, which is a simple 50 kilometers drive, and Ben recommends starting at Blackstone Bay, claiming it is only a 9-kilometer journey, saying it's a more beautiful and less crowded place. He explains the path and even recommends a great camping spot near the shore. Sasha, who likes taking risks, chooses this start from Blackstone Bay. Ben warns her that the area can get intense, but Sasha confidently says she can handle it, thanks him, and drives off before he can say anything more. After driving for a while, Sasha stops near a lake to spend the night. Soon, 2 cars arrive, and she gets irritated when she realizes it's the same men from the gas station. Their dog keeps barking at her while they deal with the deer they hunted. Feeling uncomfortable, Sasha packs her things and stays inside her car. One of the men even knocks on her window, but she ignores him until he leaves. As the men drink and make noise through the night, Sasha stays in her car. Thankfully, by morning, they are gone. The next morning, Sasha gets into her kayak through the fast river. The strong current shakes her a few times, but she handles it well and keeps moving. When she reaches a waterfall, she throws the kayak down first and then jumps into the water below. As she continues her journey, she comes across photos and belongings hanging from trees, clearly left behind by the missing campers. Later, when she sets up camp for the night, she hangs her bag and eats some of the beef jerky. The next morning, Sasha realizes her bag is missing. With no supplies left, she continues kayaking and soon finds an abandoned boat near a path, so she goes to check it out. In the woods, she finds a small camp where Ben is staying, and he's surprisingly happy to see her. Sasha tells him she lost everything, including her food and phone, so Ben says animals like wombats must have taken it and shares his food with her. While eating fish, Sasha tells she tried his beef jerky and actually liked it. She then asks why he named it Geno's. Ben says it was his mother's name. Sasha finds it a bit funny that he named beef jerky after his mom and jokes about it. Then Ben shows her how he collects water from trees and shares it with her. Then she asks where he's from. Ben explains he's not originally from Australia. His mother brought him here when he was a kid. Sasha guesses it's Britain, and Ben is surprised that she got it right. When Sasha mentions she left mountain climbing and moved to rivers, Ben guesses it's because of a breakup. She denies it, but doesn't say anything more. Sasha tells Ben that the same hunters from the gas station showed up at her campsite and tried to scare her. Ben agrees they were wrong and says she handled the situation perfectly, praising her courage. But then he reveals something strange. He says he was actually at her campsite that night because he thought she might need help. This makes Sasha uncomfortable. As she tries to leave, Ben casually blocks her path, and that's when she notices Ben is wearing her bracelet, which means he was the one who took her things. Ben finally admits that he was the one who took Sasha's things and brings her bag out of his tent. He also picks up a crossbow and a speaker, then starts playing music. He tells her he has restocked her supplies but kept her phone. Then he tells Sasha that she has until the song ends to run as far as she can. As Ben casually dances, Sasha immediately runs for her life. She reaches the river, jumps into her kayak, and starts paddling fast. When the song ends, Ben begins chasing her along the shore, keeping track of her. The strong current suddenly throws Sasha over a waterfall, flipping her kayak. She struggles to free herself and swims to land while the kayak drifts away. As she starts running again, she hears voices of a family and rushes toward them for help, but instead finds a phone playing a video of that same family greeting Ben, making it clear he killed them. At that moment, an arrow shoots past her. She looks up and sees Ben above her, forcing her to run again in fear. A chase begins as Ben keeps shooting arrows at Sasha. She dodges most of them, but another arrow hits her bag, knocking her down. She rolls down a hill and falls off a cliff into the river. Sasha tries to swim, but the strong current drags her through the canyon. Holding onto rocks, she finally reaches a calm pond near the waterfall and climbs back onto land. She checks the family's phone, but it's broken. From her bag, she puts on a shirt and eats some food, drinks water, and keeps her pepper spray ready. She then runs through the canyon, but finds no clear path, so she uses her climbing skills to go up. After a tough climb, she reaches the top and looks around. Using binoculars, she spots Ben's boat. Suddenly, she hears Ben's hunting call and sees him coming up the hill. He even stops and smiles at her. Sasha quickly climbs down and hides under a rock. Ben checks nearby, but doesn't find her and leaves. Once he's gone, Sasha comes out and keeps moving. Later, she uses her binoculars again and sees Ben's boat nearby. She sees Ben listening to music and jumping into the water naked. Seeing this, Sasha quietly enters the river and swims underwater to reach the boat without being noticed. She hides behind it and tries to untie the rope, but fails. When she moves to the other side, she accidentally steps on a hidden bear trap, which snaps onto her and makes her scream. Hearing this, Ben quickly pulls a chain connected to the trap, dragging Sasha back toward the shore. When he gets close, Sasha sprays pepper spray into his face. Blinded, Ben jumps into the water to wash it off. Sasha tries to free the chain from the rock, but it won't budge. Just as she reaches for his crossbow, Ben pulls the chain again, stopping her. She prepares to use the spray again, but Ben aims the crossbow at her, forcing her to drop it. After freeing Sasha from the trap, Ben hangs her from a tree by her wrists. He gathers some fruits and herbs and forces her to eat, but she does it unwillingly, and Ben calls it part of his hunter ritual. Annoyed, Ben pulls the chain to hurt her. That night, it starts raining. Ben stays safe in his tent, while Sasha is left outside. He keeps talking about how rituals define who people are and says pain is part of growing up. The next morning, Ben handcuffs Sasha and ties her to his boat, refusing to say where they are going. He reveals he learned her name from the ranger and even knows about Tommy's death, hinting that Sasha might be responsible. While on the boat, Sasha spots an iron bar and tries to grab it, but Ben notices and pushes her into the water. She tries to swim away, but the chain drags her through the river as Ben paddles. The strong current keeps pulling her underwater, but she manages to survive until they reach the shore. After that, Ben takes her to the top of a cliff and forces her to wear a harness. Together, they begin descending into a dark cave. They go deeper into the cave, and Sasha is horrified to see two dead bodies hanging there. Ben calmly explains that some tribes believe you must eat the liver of your prey to take their spirit. He then reveals that the family from the video didn't even fight back and shows their dead bodies on the ground. When he says nothing goes to waste, Sasha notices pieces of flesh hanging to dry and realizes he has been making beef jerky from human bodies. Terrified, she tries to run, but Ben pulls the chain and drags her back. He removes her shoes and tells her to rest. Ben then asks if she thinks he has a problem. Sasha tries to calm him by saying that maybe people hurt him in the past and that she feels sorry for him. But suddenly, Ben removes his fake teeth, revealing his real sharp, pointed teeth. He forces her fingers into his mouth so she can feel them. When she begs him to stop, he suddenly runs away, leaving her in fear. Sasha looks around and finds a suitcase filled with old items, including a photo of baby Ben with his mother. Just then, Ben returns and drags her deeper into the cave. He hangs her by her wrists using a device and opens a barrel of salt brine, calling it a perfect way to tenderize meat. When Sasha asks about the photo, Ben calmly says his mother was the first person he ate, so now she's always with him. He hugs Sasha and says he'll keep her with him too. Sasha, disgusted and angry, suddenly bites off a part of his ear and wraps her legs around him to fight back. But in the chaos, the chain holding Sasha comes loose and she falls. She tries to escape, and when Ben grabs her shirt, it tears, giving her a chance to run. As she runs, Ben tries to grab the chain again, but Sasha pulls it away and jumps into the river. Ben jumps in after her and grabs the chain again, attaching it to his harness. The strong current drags both Sasha and Ben down the waterfall. At one point, the chain gets stuck on a rock, but their weight pulls it free and they are dragged further. During this, Ben hits his head and becomes unconscious. The chain then gets stuck again on a branch underwater. Sasha tries to remove it from his harness but fails, so she pulls the chain along and manages to bring both of them to the surface. She grabs a rock and tries to break the chain, but it doesn't work. Suddenly, Ben wakes up. Sasha quickly attacks him, pushing him underwater to drown him, but he is stronger and fights back, coming up again. Sasha then uses the chain to choke him, but Ben overpowers her, knocks her down, and starts choking her instead. As Sasha struggles and begins to lose strength, her face reminds Ben of his mother. This makes him hesitate, and he suddenly lets her go. Sasha quickly takes the chance to fight back, grabs a rock, hitting his leg again and again. Ben fights back by kicking her in the face, breaking her nose. When he checks himself, he realizes his leg is broken too. With both of them badly hurt, they spend hours resting on the sand in pain. As night falls, Sasha opens up and says she feels depressed in the dark. She tells Ben about Tommy and breaks down, saying she feels guilty because she let him fall and doesn't even know if he was still alive. The next morning, Sasha sees that Ben's wound is getting infected. She asks about the way out, and Ben says it would take 12 days through the forest. Sasha decides climbing is the only option. Ben thinks it's crazy, but she tells him he'll die if they don't try. With no choice left, Ben agrees and gives her the harness, warning that if she tries anything, he'll take her down with him. He finally removes her handcuffs. Sasha sets up the ropes and even supports his broken leg. As Sasha starts climbing with her skill, even barefoot. At one point, she tries to loosen the harness, but Ben notices and pulls the rope, making her slip. Angry, Sasha kicks his broken leg and says she was just adjusting it. As the climb continues, Ben makes a disturbing comment, asking if Tommy looked like he was flying when he fell, but Sasha refuses to respond. After a long struggle, she finally reaches a ledge and secures the rope to a small tree. Then she starts removing her harness. Realizing this, Ben pulls the rope to make her fall again, but this time Sasha holds onto the tree, and the force of Ben pulling actually helps remove the harness completely. Now free, she climbs back onto the ledge and unties the rope, letting Ben fall to his death. Even without proper gear, Sasha keeps climbing. She makes several risky moves and slips a few times, but she doesn't give up. Step by step, she pushes through and finally reaches the top. Exhausted, she lies down and laughs in relief, which slowly turns into tears. After that, she walks for hours and finally reaches a road at night where a passing car sees her and rescues her. Sasha asks the couple to take her back to her car at Blackstone Bay, and they agree. The next morning, she goes to the park reception and tells the ranger everything, including where the missing people's bodies can be found. Later, the authorities recover all the bodies, and the incident is reported on the news. Then Sasha goes to the beach. There, she kisses Tommy's compass one last time and throws it into the sea, finally letting go of her guilt and moving on. And the movie ends. And that wraps up Apex. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell for more chilling movie stories. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.